Hey guys, how you doing? How do you like my new spread cloth? So this this video is the follow-up video that you guys have been asking for, where we see how the problem cards that also contain the solution within them, how that whole scenario plays out in an actual reading. Hey guys, how you doing? This is Madhvi from TaroticallySpeaking.com, your tarot blogger, deck and book reviewer, and maker of these awesome videos on YouTube. I'm also a tarot card reader and mentor, and an author of this awesome book on tarot, which is available on Amazon, both paperback and Kindle, all over the world. Now, all of these links and more are in the description, so do check that out. And at the end of this video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for more such awesome tarot videos. Okay, so I think last month when I made this video where I talked about how, there are different cards that are considered problem cards, and these cards also within the imagery actually contain a hint or sometimes a direct solution to the problem that they're also talking about. So many of you requested that, let's see how this plays out in an actual reading. And so I was looking and looking, I said, which spread will be useful to sort of demonstrate that? And I was like, duh, the situation, obstacle, guidance spread, right? Sometimes I can be such a doofus. Anyhow, so what I did was I divided the deck into two parts, for the sake of, this demonstration. So we have all your regular cards over here in this one. They're all upright, reversed, and everything shuffled. I've also got my court cards in there, so all those things are there, right? And so that's the big pile. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull cards for situation and guidance from this pile. Okay. And now in this pile, as you can see, are all the problem cards. So for the obstacle part of the spread, I'm going to be pulling cards from this particular pile. So that way, the idea here is to demonstrate that the obstacle card will also show the obstacle. Of course, it's a problem card, but it will also show us, a little bit about, what you need to do to fix the problem. And then also we have the guidance card there right next to it. So let's see how they speak to each other. Hopefully it'll be all sorts of value addition and then some. So let's see how that works out. I'm just making a little bit of a fan here off camera. All right, so let's see. Let's go with a few questions, because a spread without a question is like, no context whatsoever. So let's take a few common questions. Keep it simple so that, it's easier to sort of work with. So let's take a career related question. Let's say, all right. So what are the obstacles, or why is my promotion not happening? Okay. Simple enough. Why is my promotion not happening? So we have the situation and we have the obstacle. And let's see. Here we go. Oops. Sorry about the. Don't shake. Okay. So that's the guidance. Okay. So why is my promotion not happening? That is the context. It's a career related question. So the situation here is the Queen of Wands reversed. So this could be talking about, this is a person, right? This is a court card, it's a person. So either this could be your client, or this could be someone, maybe the client's boss, female boss maybe even, or a colleague, someone around the client, or let's just, to keep it simple, this could be the client, right? So when the Queen of Wands is reversed, the personality is of someone who is very restless, right? She's the Queen of Wands. In the upright position, she's a warm but aggressive, but loyal, but intuitive and creative sort of person, all of that good stuff. But like, look at her feet, the way she's sitting, very manly position. That makes her, that's the symbolism. She's like very aggressive, plus she's the Wands queen, so she has that aggression inside of her. That's her nature, right? But in the reverse, what happens is, because things are not working out, and presumably in the context of the question, the client is not getting the promotion that she or he is wanting. So now this person is getting all sorts of upset, and it is showing up in maybe the work, in the environment, and the aggression is misdirected. How about that? Okay, so now the obstacle, obviously, now this card has also told us a little bit more about what's going on. But now let's look at the real obstacle to the promotion. And here we have the Eight of Cups reversed. Now this is a very interesting card. If you look at this card upright, obviously, Eight of Cups is all about walking away from all the emotional drama. And reverse, this card is saying she's unable to walk away from all the emotional drama. And clearly, the solution to this issue is to put a distance, right, between, emotionally detach between all the drama that is going on. So the obstacle here, and again, because this card is reversed, remember this, right? The obstacle here is that she is unable to walk away from all the emotional drama that is going on in her office, right, in her surroundings. And so naturally, the guidance part, which is, because that's the focus of what we're looking at here, the guidance part is, dude, you have to disconnect. You have to disconnect from all the emotional drama, or emotionally don't react to whatever is going on in the office environment, right? Now, with that being said, let's look at what specific guidance comes through. And we have the Seven of Cups, which is such an interesting sort of card to show up. Right here, this card talks about, looking at different options. And this person is a little bit fearful. That's why, the darker, shadowy drawing of him. But, here you have all his dreams and all his desires. And he's like, what should I choose? Do I have what it takes? All sorts of doubts and fears plague him, but he also is having his hopes and dreams sort of, floating in front of him. And he's like, these are my dreams. Now, if I have to put all these pieces together, right, in the context of the question that was asked, why is my promotion not happening? Quite simply, the situation card tells me that the client is misdirecting her or his aggression in all the wrong places because of, maybe he or she is disappointed with the way things are going at work, and how, maybe because she's not getting the promotion. What the obstacle obviously is that she's not able to walk away from the emotional drama. She keeps getting caught up and caught up and caught up. Guidance, of course, is to walk away from that. And then the Seven of Cups, which is the actual guidance card, says explore what other options are there for you. Don't be scared. Maybe the big picture guidance is to maybe start looking for another job. If you're not getting the promotion that you're looking for in this job, maybe it's time to look at what kind of other jobs are there available to you that will also give you what you are looking for. Simple enough? Okay, let's do another example. This time, let's take a relationship question, right? Just to keep it very simple. Let's keep it very simple. Okay, how about this question? How do I deal with the problems that I'm having with my partner right now? Okay, so we have the situation and we have the obstacle, and there we go, the guidance card. Okay, so now the situation. Remember, this is a relationship where there are a bunch of problems going on. Situation is the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so one of the partners clearly has a roving eye. I'm just gonna go right out and say it. This is the Knight of Wands. This is a person who, is very passionate, very flirty, very warm, very, all of that. He is the Wands Knight. Look at him, right? But he's also someone who doesn't have the the steadiness of purpose such as it is. He does get distracted, and the fact that he is reverse, right? It's a little bit too much, right? Maybe he's not outright cheating, but he's definitely looking. He's definitely someone who's the moment his partner's is kind of not looking, this guy is checking someone else out, that sort of thing. There's definitely some, maybe it may not be an actual act of cheating, but he has a roving eye, and that is obviously something that makes your girl, your client, very, very uncomfortable. So this is the situation. The obstacle card. Four of Pentacles. Quite simply, your client is just holding on to this relationship. This guy is not going to change. Even in the upright position, right? He's still the Knight of Wands. This guy's true nature is not going to change. He hasn't matured enough for that sort of thing yet. And if she thinks that if she sticks around long enough, he'll mature, he'll grow, that's probably her thing. She's holding on to him, she's clutching at him, and she's, unnecessarily, putting herself in that situation where she's like, no, if I hold on to him, if I stick around long enough, he'll change. He won't. That's the obstacle. So right away, the guidance here coming from this obstacle card is to let go, right? Let's see what the guidance card says. Nine of Cups. Be content, right? The guidance card is very clear. Look at this person. He's sitting there all by himself and he is happy. Be content with yourself first. This person, this client in this romantic relationship, this client has a big journey to get from Four of Pentacles to Nine of Cups. She has to learn how to be happy with herself first, right? She needs to learn how to be content with what she's got or who she is first, right? She needs to walk away from this guy. That is definitely clear because she's clutching on to him. She's holding on to him. He's not going to change. She needs to walk away. But she needs to also find that path, that journey needs to be taken for her, where she's content, emotionally, fundamentally content with herself, the way things are. That's when, because this is also the wish fulfillment card, right? That's when finally, when she'll come to that point where she's happy and content with herself, then she'll be in a position to manifest her dream guy, right? That is how I'm seeing this spread. How about you guys? How would you interpret this? Okay, let's do one more. This is fun, isn't it? All right. What else is there? What else is there? Let's go back to a career question again. All right, so let's deal with someone who is handling, say, a project or something going on at work, So how do I deal with the different issues that are cropping up constantly in this particular project that I'm working on? So situation, obstacle, and guidance. Okay. Situation, Lovers reversed. Again, now because we are looking at it in a career perspective, there are two different interpretations that just pop up here. Either there are way too many, or maybe there is definitely at least one workplace relationship that is on the verge of breakup, which could be causing problems. Like, for instance, if your whole team is involved and engaged in this entire project, let's say there are two people in that team who were, say, dating each other and now are breaking apart, lovers reverse. And that's why there's this whole tension, either the team is kind of either on his side, some are on her side, or maybe they are not cooperating with each other and creating tensions and strained situations in the workplace, right? When you're working as a team. The second layer that comes across is a general sense of tension and unease, and because lovers is also relationships per se, right? And when we're talking a bunch of people, there's obviously going to be interpersonal relationship dynamics, just co-workers, colleagues, friendships, jealousies, all those sort of things at play, which could be creating, and the people aren't seeing eye to eye on a very personal basis, right? And that is what could be causing there's a lot of tense relationship, energies or vibes at the workplace, especially with the team who is dealing with the project. So right away, the situation is telling us what's going on. Now, obstacle, Ten of Swords, reverse. So again, this ties in neatly with the first layer interpretation, with the relationship breakup, right? The obstacle is coming to terms with the breakup, with the hardships, with even if we apply to the second layer, tense relationships between everybody. The Ten of Swords, which is, thankfully it's reversed actually. Upright, you see, this is like a lot of hurt and pain. Reverse, he's dealing with it, he's coming to terms with it, but not fast enough, right? The obstacle here is that it's going to take some time to deal with all this tension. Again, remember, this is an air sign card associated with Gemini. This is also air, so this is all related to that intellectual or interpersonal tensions. So it will not be easy. That's what the cards are saying here with this card, Ten of Swords reversed. That it's not going to be easy to drop all that tension. But yeah, it is on its way. It's happening, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some doing, right? Right away, also, this obstacle card is telling us the solution. You need to take things easy because, as I said earlier, it's going to take a while. All these 10 swords coming out one by one. The tension is easing up. So that is the good news, but it's going to take a while. Okay, right? So now let's look at what else the guidance card has to say. Page of Pentacles, reverse. This is interesting as a guidance, right? Now, Page of Pentacles in the upright is all about, starting something, learning something. And this is something super practical, super genuine and real. On a small scale, there's a lot of potential. It's like planting the seed. He's planting the seed. Now, reverse Page of Pentacles, he's letting go of that seed. He's not going to start anything. He's not going to begin anything. And this is coming up as the guidance, right? So maybe right now may not be a good time to, especially with the tense environment going on at work, maybe you need to take the time to sort out all the interpersonal issues first. Let go of maybe some key resource, right? Because when we're looking, because this is a resource he's letting go of. So maybe there's that one person with whom everybody doesn't get along with, or one who's creating all the trouble to begin with, like the root cause, the seed of all the troubles. Whatever it is, you need to go down to that source and let it go. Maybe it's time to tell that one person to go work with some other project, some other team, or whatever solution is there. But ultimately, this person, this resource needs to be let go of, so that everything finally comes back. If you see, all three are reversed here. That's something I just noticed. So so that everything comes back to an even keel, and the relationship issues, the tense environment within your group, your team, is eased up. What do you say? Do you agree with this interpretation? And do you agree with the guidance that came in here, that you need to take some time, right? The simple one here, Ten of Swords, obviously, is that the new dawn is coming. That's the way we looked at it, probably when we saw it the last time. But here now, the new dawn is here, but these swords need time, one by one, to come out, right? And that is the guidance right here. Make sense? If you have your own interpretations, I would totally love to hear them. Here's the thing, like, we each are going to see a little something else, a little something extra, a little something different, sometimes completely different, but absolutely appropriate interpretations of this, each spread or each card. Why? Because we all come into it from different angles, different perspectives, and everything is valid. This is just, right here, right now, my interpretation of it. You looking at it from where you're coming from, you might see slight different things, and you might say, "Hey, this," and that's totally cool, right? So, I mean, that's why we have all these different tarot books with all these, some meanings are the same, but then there are a bunch of meanings that are, a little different, a little slightly, changed. And that's the fun of tarot, I think. That's why I love it. Okay, so what did you guys think? Do these spreads make sense to you? Do they, can you relate to how it all sorts of comes together? How the obstacle card also contains, of course, uh, little tidbits of guidance. And then, the guidance card also comes in and says, hey, this too. So it kind of adds a lot of value once you start seeing beyond the problems in these problem card imagery. And again, as I said earlier, we all of us, we come at it from all different angles and perspectives, and all of them are valid, right? Because that's how you see it. And when you're doing the reading, right? See, right now I'm doing the reading, so obviously my perspective comes into play because I'm doing the reading. But when, let's say, you're sitting and doing the reading and you look at a particular card and you say, oh, I would rather interpret it this way because I see this in this particular imagery, it's absolutely fine. Or occasionally, you'll have a big intuitive moment. You look at the card image and it'll be like, oh, yeah, this is what I'm feeling, right? It's heavy in my heart, heavy in my stomach, this, that, whatever. So you go with that. Go with that. Don't just say, oh, but in the book, actually, the meaning is this, or Madhvi in her video, she said that. No, no. Or some other tarot reader in her video or course or lecture, whatever, they said this. No, I mean, yes, those meanings are valid too. I'm not saying that they're not valid. I'm saying that what you are feeling at that moment, at that time of the reading, has more validity, because that's when your emotions and your intuitions and your feelings and your thoughts and whatever is going on in your head right now, the card image is sparking that thought at that time, and therefore that is more valid. You get me? So do not ever doubt yourself when you get card meanings, or when you intuitively get those card meanings that are slightly or even greatly, vastly different from all the different reference points that you have. It's just, you are creating your own reference point at this point. Right? So it's all good. It's all good. See? Huh? Look at these cards. I love them. Okay. So I hope that these were good examples. Do you want me to do any other spread to demonstrate how the problem cards also carry the answers and solutions within them, like an actual spread? I don't know, maybe a past, present, future, or whatever. Let me know if you have a particular spread where you would want me to say use this particular logic and see how it all pans out with live examples and such. Let me know in the comment section so I can make a video for you guys. Also, a genuine request: if there is any specific topic, question, area, whatever related to the tarot, related to doing readings, right, that you want me to talk about, that you want me to cover or make a video about, and all of that, just tell me in the comment section, or email me, or message me, or whatever. There's different ways you can get in touch with me. My social media is all in the video description, so you can contact me on whichever social media platform works for you. Get in touch with me and let me know. And definitely, because it's November now, and it'll be December soon, and so I'm sitting down making plans for January eventually. So I'll put that all in there. I'll put it in the queue, right? So yeah, send me your suggestions, please. Okay, lots of them. I need them. Send them to me. Okay. All right. So I will see you again soon. And I will talk to you again soon in my next video. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. Please give this video a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, where I post my card a day readings every day. You can also order a reading for yourself, or you can learn how to read tarot from me, of course. All of these links are in the description, so check that out. I will see you again in my next video. Until then, stay good, be good, and play with your cards. Bye now.